So we had a client the other day tell one of our tax attorneys working on his case, yeah, I never opened IRS mail unless it was certified mail, right? If you don't know what that means, watch my video on IRS certified mail here at the upper right hand corner of your screen. Click that link and watch the video. But just for a visual representation here, here is a piece of certified mail from the IRS. You know it because it says on top in that green box, certified mail. On the other hand, this is a non-certified piece of mail from the IRS. You can see it's from the IRS here and the return address label, but it doesn't say certified mail anywhere on here, so you know this is non-certified IRS mail. Okay. And truth be told, yes, if someone, point a gun at my head and say, hey, which piece of these IRS mail should I open up? The one that's the certified mail or the one that's non-certified? I would say, well, if you had to open one and they were both sent relatively recently, open the one that's certified mail, right? Because it's those certified, the certified IRS mail, that's like, the LT11, your final notice of intent to levy and notification of your right to a hearing, right? You gotta respond to that. You gotta do something there, such as request a CDP hearing or otherwise do something about your situation within 30 days of the date of that notice, or you could be looking at the IRS getting its sticky little fingers in your bank account, garnishing wages, things like that. Okay. Another big piece of certified mail is a notice of deficiency, right? CP 3219A and other such notices of deficiency. This is basically your notice that you have 90 days from the date of this notice, 150 days if you're outside the United States, but generally 90 days to file a task court petition to contest the IRS's deficiency, right? Its calculation of what you owe for that year, right? You, Within and even beyond those 90 days, you can deal with this administratively with the IRS, but that task court deadline is a hard deadline, 90 days from the day of that notice. Okay, so yes, those. And there's other pieces of certified mail as well that are very weighty. And so yes, while it's true that the weightier IRS letters and notices are sent by certified mail, because usually this is required by statute for them to do so, you can't ignore all the more numerous pieces of non-certified IRS mail either, because guess what? It's only after you ignore all those non-certified pieces of mail from the IRS that you'll end up getting a certified piece of mail from the IRS, which is often much harder to deal with than if you had dealt with all those non-certified pieces of mail. Does that make sense? Because it's not like non-certified pieces of IRS mail are not important. They can be very important, right? I'm thinking of the CP14 telling you what the IRS thinks you owe for a given tax year, right? I'm thinking of the CP2000. The IRS's automated underreporter notice stating that, hey, you filed your tax return and we don't think you included all this other stuff on your tax return that we think you should have. We want to charge you more tax, right? I'm thinking of the CP59. Tens of thousands of those notices going out a week right now, basically telling you, hey, you need to file this tax return, bro, or bad things are going to happen, right? So there are very important notices the IRS sends via non-certified mail, right? Usually because it's not statutorily required to send those notices via certified mail. And, if this topic of non-certified IRS mail interests you, we actually published a blog post on our Choice Tax Relief blog, choicetaxrelief.com/IRS/non-certified-mail. You can learn more about this topic of certified versus non-certified IRS mail. We put some common pieces of non-certified IRS mail on there. But if you're getting mail from the IRS, certified or not, okay, it's important that you deal with whatever issue the IRS is throwing at you, right? Because like those collection notices, CP 501, 503, 504, and then finally the LT11. If you deal with your tax problem after you get the CP 501, well, then you probably won't get the CP 503 or the 504 or the LT11, right? And you don't have to worry about those other notices, right? But it's that procrastination and dealing with the issue that's what leads to those scary, certified mail envelopes from the IRS, right? Which is typically when they believe they've given you plenty of time to fix your situation based on those non-certified notices and letters, and now they have no choice but to get serious with you and take off the kit gloves, right, and go to battle, okay? But there are solutions, okay, when you're doing battle with the IRS. Matter of fact, I made a video, how to fight the IRS and win. You can watch that video link to that video here at the top left-hand corner of your screen. I have some other tax relief videos here at the bottom left. Actually, I have my whole playlist about IRS notices and letters here at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Hope you like them. If you'd like to schedule a free consultation with us, call us at Choice Tax Relief 866-8000-TAX. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.